Hi friends, today's lesson is for Module 3, Lesson 19. Our learning goal for today says, I can compare using fewer than and the same as. Fewer than is another way to say that you have less of something. You don't have as much. And same as means that they're equal. There's the same amount. Now today we're going to use a different strategy for figuring out if things are fewer than or the same as. I know we've been using the good strategy of like drawing connecting lines. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Let me show you. So, I'm going to call all of my dogs into my living room to help me. Come on, dokie doggies. All right, look at all my dogs. Whew, I have so many at my house. Do you agree? All right, I'm going to give them all a treat, and I want to make sure I have enough. So, let me pull the box out. And there are all my dog bones. All right, now last time we've been comparing amounts, we have been drawing those connecting lines. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to count the different items. Now this is a good strategy if you don't have too many and if they're organized. Like these are kind of organized in a nice straight line so I can see it very clearly. That's really helpful. When it's really scattered all over the page, it's a little bit more helpful to draw those connecting lines. What I'm going to do first is count how many I have of one object, and then I'm going to count how many of the other side. So help me count the dogs, will you please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 dogs. Friends, if I want to have the same number of bones as I have dogs, how many bones do I need? Yeah, 6. Remember, same means equal. All right, let's count our bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Do I have the same amount of bones as I do dogs? And nope, I only have 5. I'm going to go ahead and circle those. All right, so there's my 5. Now I need to think. I have 5, which is fewer than 6. So I need to think, how many do I need to add in order so all of the dogs get a bone? Excellent. I need 1 more to make it so they have the same number of bones as there are dogs. All right, so that's our strategy. We're going to count to see which one's fewer, or it's the same. And if it's fewer, we need to add in another object until we get them to match. All right, help me out on this next one. For this one, I have a whole bunch of flowers. Have you ever seen these flowers before? These are called lilacs, and they smell delicious. Unfortunately, I live in Florida, but I used to live in Illinois. And when I lived in Illinois, oh, you could smell lilacs. So sweet and delicious. But did you know that lilacs don't grow in Florida? It's very sad. Another one of my favorite flowers are hydrangeas. They're over here, and they're also beautiful. Okay, so I have lilacs and hydrangeas, and then I have a whole bunch of bee friends. We're going to go pollinate those flowers. We want to make sure that there's enough flowers for each bee. All right, friends, what are we going to do? What's our strategy? Perfect. We're going to count to see if we have the same of both objects. Now, here's the deal. Even though the flowers are different types of flowers, they're still flowers, so that's okay. So can you go ahead and count all of the flowers and then tell me how many flowers we have in all? Okay, great. You done counting? How many flowers? Perfect. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. So if we want to have the same number of bees as there are flowers, how many bees do we need? Yeah, 6. Because same as means equal. All right, friend, go ahead and check. Count those bees and see if we have the same amount of bees as we do flowers. How'd we do? Yeah, perfect. All right, all of our buzzy friends have a flower to go to. Because when I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I saw 6 bees. And if we have 6 bees and 6 flowers, that means we have the same number of flowers as we do bees. Good. What about, these are root vegetables. They're root vegetables because they grow underground. All right, so we have carrots and radishes. All right, let's see. We want to make sure that we have the same number of root vegetables. So Let's count how many carrots we have, because I think there's a lot up there. Go ahead and count for me. 6 again? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a lucky number today, I guess. And how many radishes do you see? Oh goodness, just 3 right there. All right, so is 3 the same as 6? No, it's not. That's right. How would we describe that? We could say that 3 is blank 6. Yeah, 3 is fewer than 6. Good job. We could say we have fewer radishes than carrots, or we could say 3 is fewer than 6. Now, let's go ahead and add radishes until we get to 6. So I'm going to say 3, and then I'm going to draw pictures of radishes until I get to 6. Ready? So 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. How many radishes did we need to add in order to make 6? So it's the same amount. Perfect. 3. Do you see how I used counting on to help me figure that out? Good strategy. All right, awesome, friends. What about this? Ooh, now frogs love to eat flies. So I went down to the pond and I saw all these frogs and a whole bunch of flies buzzing around. All right, so do we have the same amount as frogs as we do flies? Or is one fewer than the other? Go ahead and press pause. Figure it out and then let me know. Press play when you're ready. Okay, friend, did you figure it out? Do we have the same number of flies as frogs? Or is one fewer than? That's right. We don't have as many flies for each frog as we need. So we have fewer flies than frogs. So let's see. We have all of those flies. Let's count the frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 frogs. And how many flies? Yeah, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go ahead and draw some flies and add on until we get to 10. So we can say 8, 9, 10. How many flies did we have to draw in order to get enough flies for the frogs? Yeah, 2. So now we have the same number of flies as we do frogs. Well, friends, our learning goal has been I can compare using fewer than and the same as. And that's exactly what we did today. We found out whether or not that was the same, and if one was fewer, we added on objects until they became the same. You did a fantastic job, friends. Right now, I'd like to see something to your teacher. Since we've been working so hard, let's have a tasty little treat. I put out some cups of milk, and everyone's getting a cookie. Now, if you'll notice, there are fewer cookies than there are cups of milk. Or wait, is it the same? I don't know. Can you please go ahead and send me a Seesaw video and let me know, are there the same number of cookies as there are glasses of milk? Or are there fewer cookies as there are glasses of milk? I wasn't too sure. Can you count and figure it out and just let me know, are there fewer cookies or the same amount? Good luck, friends.